Oh yeah? Oh. Welcome to my page, Bespoke's Food. I'm Lauren and we're going to be talking all things eating disorders. So today we're going to be talking about comparison. Comparing, for me, this was just the worst thing with my ED. I was constantly fixated on what other people were doing, what they ate, how they exercised, what they looked like, and I think that is what the fundamentals of eating disorders stem from, is that we compare ourselves to other people, and most of the time I'm pretty sure comparing does not help you feel better with an eating disorder. If anything, it's going to make you feel worse. And this is why we're going to deep dive into this topic today, see what causes the comparisons, what to do when you notice yourself comparing, and how to stop it from happening. And this is the problem that I have with social media, because I think social media is just creating fuel for more comparison. It's giving us information and showing us what other people that have got no relation to us, what they're doing every day and what they're eating and what they look like. I mean, what really infuriates me is when people post those what I eat in a day videos. I think that is, it just feels as someone with an eating disorder. Even if you're not triggered, it makes you feel triggered. It makes you feel, oh, you've eaten more than you should have, or this person's managed to have a small snack and you've had a bigger snack, and it makes you feel guilty for no reason. So for me, the best thing to do is to simply just unfollow these accounts if they're triggering, or if necessary, during your recovery, to just delete Instagram for a while. I know I did, and it was super beneficial. I just didn't have these triggers, and it was just not helpful. So what's the point of having it? There are, however, some accounts that can be super positive during your recovery, and they might actually, be supportive affirmations, not talk about what they eat in a day, nothing that's triggering, which can be supportive. So it is a bit of a double-edged sword, Instagram and all of those social medias. And most of the time when these influencers or fitness fanatics, whoever they are posting things about their food and what they ate, it's because they're doing collaborations. They might not even like the product, or it might be something that's, low calorie or less carbs, or those things that are just not actually healthy for us, especially when we're battling with an ED. Most of the time it might just be something paid, so it's not even a true representation of what that person is actually eating. And I know exercise is a big part of eating disorder recovery, and it was a big reason why I fell into the ED trap of over-exercising and under-eating. For me, over-exercising and eating and under-eating was a big struggle for me, that combination of what is a healthy amount of exercise and what is not. And we will get into this topic in another episode, because I think there is so much talk about exercise and eating disorders. But whenever we compare ourselves to how much exercise someone else has done, or what triathlon or marathon they're training for and you're not, it makes you feel guilty, it makes you feel less worthy, when in actual fact, like I said before, we're all different, we have different needs, we have different things going on. And you might not even know what's actually going on for that person. They might be battling with some form of eating disorder or over-exercising or whatever it might be. So there really is just no point. It's a bad habit, and like I said, we just need to break it and get rid of it. So you also might see someone who's on a diet, maybe skipping breakfast, or not eating as much as you might eat in a particular meal. I know I feel that now. I always notice that I naturally have a bigger appetite than people that I know, or friends, or whoever it might be. And I used to get those thoughts that said, Lauren, you should definitely eat less, and don't compensate, or whatever it is. But it just doesn't bother me anymore. Like, that's what I want to eat, that's what I want to feel like having. And also, you don't even know what those people are eating for the rest of the day. They might be skipping breakfast, but who knows what they're compensating. They might be having an extra snack, or not exercising, or whatever it might be. So we just don't know what is going on in people's lives. So when it comes to someone with an ED, let's just remove these triggers and not get affected by them. Obviously, easier said than done. And I know for me, whenever I was eating with someone else during eating disorder recovery, or when I was battling, more importantly, it was always easier to eat, say, a fear food or something that I deemed bad with the person, with someone else, with some friends or family, because I was comparing what I ate to them. And naturally I said, okay, we're eating the same thing, so it's fine. My eating brain would naturally assume that is just, it's safer and better, and if we're doing the same thing. And Maybe in the beginning days of your ED recovery, it is actually something helpful to accomplish those fear foods by eating together with someone, but it should not be a coping mechanism. You should not only be able to eat, your favorite pizza or your favorite ice cream with friends or with other people. You should be able to go alone and just honor what you want and honor those cravings. It's so important to remind yourself that this is an illness, something that you're battling with, and that you are trying to restore your weight back to something that is healthy, sustainable, and that's actually fueling your body. So let's try not let those triggers get to us. Just try block them out if we can, or if not, acknowledge them. I notice that that's something independent of you, something that you cannot control. And it might feel unfair at times that you're having to eat more or have a different exercise routine or whatever it might be, or do things differently, like I said, removing Instagram for a period of time. But just know that it's for you to try and restore your weight and get back to that point that you once were at. So let's just notice that comparing is absolutely pointless. There is no point in it, so let's try to get rid of it once and for all. I hope you liked the first episode of The Spokes Food. We're talking all things eating disorders, and I'll be back with some new episodes on different topics. Please do like, comment, subscribe, do all those things, and let me know what topics you'd like to talk about next. I'm very happy to deep dive into them and open up this whole channel of eating disorders. Stay tuned for the next video.